Hey freaking flies, welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm Brandon, I'm a guy who flies, sitting down to bring you video number 2 of the new hire series. If you have not seen video 1 where we talked about random gadgets for new hire flight attendants, go ahead and click the link at the top of the screen and head on over to that video. I'll also drop the link down in the description box. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the green baby. We're going to be talking about side hustles for new hire flight attendants. Why are we talking about this? Well, because it's no secret that most people do not go into aviation for the money, although the money does come and it looks quite nice. However, many people pursue aviation because they're either going after the lifestyle and the benefits, the flexibility, or they're just chasing a dream that they had, something that they always wanted to do. Many people are career switchers when they first enter aviation, and what they quickly learn is that introductory salary and pay is less than what they used to bring home. So what most people end up doing is supplementing their flight attendant income with additional income. So as someone who knows where the money resides, because that is perpetually that's where I live. If you follow me on my YouTube channel, you know that I am out here chasing the money, chasing the bag, chasing the other opportunities. We're not going to keep over here. We're going to share the well with other folks. So I have about 10 different industries or jobs or fields, or we have 10 things to share with you today. So the first one, ride sharing. You all know what's up. Lyft, Uber. If you already have a vehicle, or if you're looking to be a Lyft partner and use one of their Lyft vehicles, if they're still offering that program where you basically can rent a car from Lyft to drive Lyft, and you just have to make a certain amount of money each week to cover the rental of the car, and then you drive the car a certain amount of miles. Perfect kind of setup because it's flexible. You do it on your own schedule. You do it when you want to do it. You set your goal and you just go forth. There's other factors to consider, like car wear and tear, as well as like taxes and things like that. But overall, if you're just looking to make some quick buck between the time that you're flying, rideshare is the way to go. And especially with like Lyft, like I mentioned, with their car rental program, because if you set up your ride sharing to be in the city where you're based, especially if you're a commuter and you're not based at home, so you're not with your car, and then you're like renting a car from Lyft and you're driving Uber on the side, and then you have a ride to and from the airport. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, you're cutting out the cost of public transportation and you're also making money when you're on call, because all you gotta do is just like drive to the airport. Like come on now, make it make sense. Number 2, very similar to the ride sharing. Number 2 is going to be deliveries. Doing deliveries for things like Amazon Flex, Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub, the food delivery, and then the article delivery. So Amazon Flex is a really great program. Very similar to like Uber and Lyft, whereas you use your vehicle, you sign on to be a partner for Amazon Flex, and you basically drive. You pick up items, and you take them to people or places. Very simple. Again, all of the things that I just listed are things that you can do on your days off, but you can also do these types of things when you're on call. Give you an example. When I first started out and I was on reserve, I was driving for Postmates. I had my car in Denver where I was based, and what I would do is I was on call from 11 a.m. until midnight. That was my reserve call period time. And so what I would do is if I wanted to drive during that time, I would just have my bags and stuff packed at the house, and then I would go out and drive. And if they called me, go home, get my stuff, and then go to work. And so I was able to make money driving for Postmates and doing deliveries while I was still technically like at work as a flight attendant, sitting reserved to my 75-hour guarantee a month. The third side hustle on the list is going to be reselling. So this is taking items that you either own or you go out and you purchase for very low or discounted rates, and then reselling them on other sites such as eBay and Poshmark. Now this one does involve a little bit more like work, because you have to like collect the things, you have to like keep inventory of what you have and price it, and go out and sell it and get it sold and get it shipped off. So this particular side hustle does require more, but I think if you look at the type of items that you're really like interested in selling, you might find that the payoff is actually worth it. And it could become a hobby. If you're a person that really likes to shop, reselling might be a lane for you. The fourth suggestion on the list is going to be Instawork. And so this is nothing more than a temp agency. So that particular platform is designed to offer flexible staffing options for local business. So businesses are able to go onto the platform. They post the shifts that they might need covered across industries. A lot of retail and a lot of food and beverage, but you'll find hospitality, you'll find medical, you'll find a lot of different industries. And then you, as a worker, will go on the site, you build a profile, you know, you can do this, this, and this in terms of industries. Like, oh, I can do food and beverage, I've been a server, I've been a bartender, there it is. And then when you have time at your schedule, you can go on and pick up the available shifts. That way you're not tied to those specific jobs and companies. However, you are able to go pick up and work when you see fit. Qwick is another good platform that does the same thing. I've actually worked with Qwick here in Miami. Really great for going in and seeing what types of work you want to do and like the available shifts. And then, like I said, you just pick up the shift, you commit to it, you show up, and you get paid once you leave the shift. Like, hello. The fifth side hustle is actually going to be micro-influencing. This is for my social media girlies and boys, okay? If you are someone who is actually active on your social media and you have a passion for social media and you actually are a passionate person, you're not afraid to get in front of people, then micro-influencing might be the field for you. And I say micro-influencing because, again, not your primary job, it's your side hustle. The reason why micro-influencing is so big, first of all, the influencer market is a trillion-dollar market. Brands, companies are starting to recognize the fact that people buy best from people. They want to see products in everyday livable situations. They don't want to see supermodels advertising products. They don't want to see fake ads. They want to see real people using the products, and they're more likely to buy from them. Brands and companies recognize this, and so they are willing to pay. Listen, especially in 2022, is that follower count does not matter. You do not have to have a social media platform with tens of thousands of followers. What you do need to do is you need to be passionate about what you're promoting, and you just need to be able to create quality content. Quality content over anything is what's going to push you over the edge in terms of becoming a micro-influencer. You hop on a website like Aspire and you build a profile for yourself and what you're able to do. You start connecting with brands, and before you know it, the money will start rolling in. Tons of resources out there about micro-influencing. This video is not going to be about that, but micro-influencing might be a way for you to do both travel and market things along the way. Next item on the list, very, very popular amongst flight attendants, not even new hire flight attendants, but just flight attendants in general, substitute teaching. Again, very flexible. You literally can wake up today and be like, I'm available Thursday and Friday to substitute teach. And you make yourself available on Thursday and Friday to substitute teach. Take it from somebody who has experience working in the classroom. I was an elementary school teacher for 6 years, and when we get connected to a sub we will work around that sub's availability. I remember being in the classroom and needing to take off for an appointment, and I would literally text my go-to substitute and be like, hey, I need to take an appointment, you know, in such and such week. Are you available one of these days? And whatever day she was available, that's the day I'm scheduling that appointment for, because I want my go-to sub. It's all about that relationship building. And I would just run right onto the front desk and let the secretary know, I put in to be off on this day, and this is my requested substitute. She's available that day, so can you like make that happen for me? So substitute teaching, take it from my personal experience, it can be lucrative, especially if you have a degree. Most school divisions are willing to pay more for the more experience and expertise that you have. So yes, you can be making upwards to $150 plus a day for a substitute teacher role. Going in line with the substitute teaching, the next one is going to be nannying and childcare. Do not look over the fact that, first of all, childcare is through the roof expensive right now. If any of you are parents, you know what's up when it comes to childcare. People need reliable babysitters. Again, this is something that's super flexible. You can do it when you're available. Build your network, get your name out there, and market what you know. You're a flight attendant. You are literally like certified in safety and security. Like, hello, that's like the #1 seller. And in addition to that, you also have some type of medical training. You know how to do first aid, you know how to do safe CPR. Like, these are things that you can market that you've gotten from your full-time job, and you're now transferring them into your side hustle. Use what you have, use what you know, and go out there and get that money. So that's pretty much like all of like the specific jobs I'm going to give. I guess everything else is going to be a little bit less specific and more broad, just like general thoughts and terms. So the next one that I want to discuss is marketing your talent. Let's just keep it real. The thought of like going to work and then going to another job, that ain't it. like it's a no for me. However, they always say if you can enjoy what you're doing, then it doesn't feel like work. So if you can find hobbies and passions that you can turn to profit without losing your love of them, that is another avenue to make a side business. What do I mean by that? If you cut hair, do braids, you do lashes, you do skincare, you do massages, like listen, understand that your talents can be making you money.
Oh, I'm on reserve. I don't know what my schedule's gonna be.
That's fine. You do get your schedule for the month, so it is July. In a few weeks, you're gonna know what your full schedule is for August. You can open up your dates for August, and it's like, okay, I did this, this, and this. On these days, I'm gonna be in the shop. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing this, this, and this. These are the days that I'm available.
Oh, they just called me for a 4-day trip, and my layovers are gonna be this, this, and this.
Let me go ahead and let the people in this city know that I'm gonna be in their city on Thursday, and my layover is 18 hours. So run it up. Who need a cut? Who need their lashes done? Because we can do this. You have to get creative when it comes to like making this type of stuff work. However, don't overstep the fact that if you already know how to do something, don't complicate your life more. You already know how to do it. It's a talent. Just go do it. Turn that passion into profit. Next up on the list involves a little bit more work, but that's going to be opening some type of small business. Specifically a remote small business, so something that you can do from anywhere. Things like being a virtual assistant. Super lucrative. A lot of people are putting out information now about being a virtual assistant because it's super flexible. You determine how many hours you're able to allocate to certain clients. They determine what they're willing to pay you to do things like send emails and rearrange calendars and things like that you can do from anywhere as long as you have a laptop. Hello, airport, Wi-Fi. Your home, Wi-Fi. Your layover hotel, Wi-Fi. It sounds like a check to me. Things like opening an Etsy shop. Oh, you make this or you make that, but you can now sell it. You can run your business while you're on the road. I did an interview with one of my colleagues on the channel, Brittany, and you all know she has a waist bead business, and she talked about it in the video how she literally will sometimes travel with her stuff and be making waist beads on her layover. Like things like that. I know people, flight attendants who knit and crochet, and they'll be making things, especially around the holiday season. And they're like, yeah, I'm working on an order right now that they're going to ship out and sell. Also, I told you all about insurance. Selling insurance, super easy. And in 2022, it's virtual. You literally can do it from your computer anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, use what you got to get what you want. Hop into these opportunities where you can take a laptop, go on the road, and run your business, make your money. And the last one on the list is going to be just go get a job. If you're based at home, go get a job somewhere in your city. If you're a commuter, look at the city that you're based in and consider what is it like to get a job there or a job back at home. If you know your commute is to the point where when I'm in base, I'm in base, and when I'm back at home, I'm back at home. Go get you a job. The key, keep it real with them. I have a full-time job. However, I'm really interested in being employed here. My schedule is pre-assigned, but I have to be flexible. So I can let you know in a week what my available days will be for August. Are you willing to work with that? My 2 or 3 days a week that I'll be available to work at this job if I tell you them a month in advance. Just keep it real. A lot of jobs right now are doing this thing where they're not hiring people full-time because full-time comes with a lot of things, i.e. benefits. So what they're saying is we're just going to hire everybody at part-time because they can just play with your hours. They ain't got to give you benefits, but you don't really need that because you got them with your airline. So you're just really here to make a quick buck. So yeah, these companies are willing to play with you. So go play with these companies. Like specifically if you are an aspiring flight attendant and you are career switching, don't leave that job you're on, especially if it's a good setup, without first exploring the idea of what does it look like to be part-time. Does your current job or role have a part-time position similar to what you do or within the company somewhere else? Oh, this is a role that you only have to be here 2 days a month in the office, but the rest of the time you can do it virtually. Consider all the avenues, but again, start with what you know. And because I love you all so much, let's throw in one bonus. And that one is going to be to find additional income at your airline. It's no secret that many roles at various airlines will pay more. Does your airline pay more for you to fly lead? Does your airline pay more for you to be LOD? To speak a language, to be a language speaker, and to fly those particular routes? Does your airline pay more to be on special committees or to work in flight doing this or helping with recruitment, helping with training, being involved in union work? Does your airline offer overtime and have reserves figure out how to do that? Because those are the people you need to be talking to after you get done watching this video. Talk to the people who are on reserve and who have figured out how to work the system in a way that they fly on all their reserve days, so they're maxing their per diem, their time away from base. And in addition to that, they know how to pick up additional flying where it makes sense for them, and they're able to tap into that overtime pot. those are the people you need to talk to. But that's that. That is my list of side hustles. If you are a current flight attendant and you've had a side hustle or currently have a side hustle, drop down below and let the people know, what are you out here doing to make that extra money? If you are a new hire flight attendant or an expiring flight attendant, did I miss something? Are you exploring an avenue that I did not name? Drop that down below in the comments and let the people know. It is enough money out here for all of us to be getting some and then some. And then a little bit more from the person over here. So, I'm Brandon, I'm a guy who flies. I hope that you found some use out of today's video, and I will see you all the next time.